Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. Are we doomed to repeat the Holocaust? It wasn't even that long ago that it happened. Genocide might be a part of our nature. Can we really get past it? Have we outgrown it? Or is this something that could happen again today? Let's take a deeper look at understanding genocide and the history of our murderous ways. It was only 75 years ago the German government was systematically murdering hundreds of thousands of people in the gas chambers of the concentration camps throughout Europe. At the peak of operation, in May through July of 1944, approximately 500,000 Jews were gassed and killed at Auschwitz-Birkenau at the rate of 6,000 per day. Most of the officers, doctors, and nurses overseeing these practices were normal people who thought they were doing the right thing. It's very important that we do not demonize these people for the acts they carried out, because we must understand what allows genocide to be possible. These officers, doctors, and nurses were not criminal monsters at all. Quite the contrary. They were normal people with families and careers and dreams just like the rest of us. We must seek to understand how genocide becomes possible inside the human mind. How can a good-hearted person be blinded by ideology that can so quickly escalate into full-blown genocide? If we do not take measures to understand what allows genocide to be possible, it will happen again. Is mass genocide still possible in today's world? Not only is it possible, it's happening now. Just like the Germans lost the ability to see the Jews as people, we have lost the ability to see livestock as sentient beings. We systematically slaughter 250 billion livestock a year with no regard for the suffering they experience during their detainment. Isn't this exactly what happened in Nazi Germany in 1944? Normal people lost the ability to make a vital connection between sentient beings and the suffering they experience. Genocide is defined as the deliberate killing of a large group, especially those of a particular ethnicity or nationality, and we could extend that definition to include a particular species as well. The global genocide of livestock is 40,000 times greater than the Jewish Holocaust of World War II, and that is on repeat every year for decade upon decade with no end in sight. If we are to maintain our dignity as humans, we must face our genocidal nature. There will be no liberation until we admit what we have done. Humans and animals alike are both capable of suffering, both feel pain, both feel loss and grief, just like the Jews did at Auschwitz. What we must do next is take deep personal responsibility for our role as humans that allowed genocide to occur. We must shake off the invisible ideology of violence that allows genocide to be part of our identity and our history. Part of that deep responsibility is adopting a plant-based diet out of respect for the living souls that currently occupy death camps all over the world. Quantum physics and science now believes in what is called the unified field theory, which states that all matter and energy are connected through a single unified field. Albert Einstein, a known vegetarian, began looking for a unified theory of everything back in the 1920s. Toward the end of his life, he was quoted as saying, "I have always eaten animal flesh with a somewhat guilty conscience." That is why the Golden Rule still stands as the pinnacle of morality, and always will, because what makes us human is not the dominance over nature, but honoring our oneness with nature. As we harm others, we harm ourselves because we are all one. This is what separates man from the animals, and this is why man has a responsibility that no other animal has, to bestow exceptional benevolence, kindness, compassion, and stewardship toward all life. No one can take responsibility for us. We have to do it ourselves. It's time to make our personal role and responsibility in our genocidal nature a top priority to understand in order to abolish it from our consciousness once and for all. I encourage you to take a stand for the liberation of all sentient beings, to be morally and ethically in alignment with our values as humans. We have to choose which side of history we are going to stand on. Because as the great Leonardo da Vinci once said, the time will come when men such as I look upon the murder of animals as they now look upon the murder of men. Your personal responsibility in genocide is of the utmost importance. As a solution, I offer my membership as a community of awakening vegans on the hero's journey to a genocide-free world and a whole food plant-based diet. Now more than ever, we need to stand together and choose the right path together. You are not alone. People from all over the world are feeling this call. Please visit rawveganrising.com/membership to learn more about how this growing community can help you. In love and honor, yours truly, Shane Sterling. You know, it's only a small tweak till we are the ones carrying out the orders of genocide, where we are the ones going along with the mob mentality that makes unethical and immoral choices that causes massive suffering for many, many sentient beings. So it's only that personal responsibility in each one of us that's going to allow genocide to stop happening, whether it's with humans or animals. So I encourage you to find that moral compass within yourself and act on the right side of history. Align your actions and your values so where you are truly in alignment with your value system. It's incredible to do that. It's incredible to venture into a plant-based diet and lifestyle, to become vegan and free of the suffering in our body, free of taking that suffering in with every bite. It's amazing. I encourage everyone to do it. Much love to all of you. Please leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. Is genocide possible? Is it happening now? Share your opinion. I'd love to know. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one.